Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy Twan, man. I think y'all know what this is by now. You just made it back to another moment for a Mood Switch Monday.
I wanna say I thank you, Lord. You came and did what no one has done before. Got me walking around in my newness. Someone tell me how did he do this? 10 toes down, I ain't moving. He came and turned my life around like a mood switch.
All right, guys, so welcome back to episode 9. We here, week 9 of a moment for a Mood Switch Monday, a quick little excerpt where we talk about all things life, health, wealth, family, and faith. I appreciate you guys for checking this out. If you have seen all the other episodes, thank you so much. If not, go back to my page, scroll, check it out, and go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment, do all the things, share. All right, so we've been on the topic of health is wealth. That's been the title of this series, right? The first week we went over physical health. The last week went over spiritual health. Try Jesus, y'all remember that one? If you didn't, it's still on my page. And then right now we're gonna go over mental health briefly. I might spend some time on mental health, so stay tuned for next week and the week after that, because it's gonna be some more. But what I did want to do is start off this Monday with talking about one simple word that we often hear, but sometimes, a lot of times, got to be reminded to do. And that's change that attitude with some gratitude, all right? We're going to be thankful today, y'all. Why? Because it's always a reason to be grateful. As long as we have our eyes open and we have our breath in our lungs and we breathing, why not be grateful, right? I always say it can always be worse. I look at my situations and things I'm dealing with, and I'm like, somebody's going through something worse. And it could have been worse for me. Like, I always try to find what was the potential worst case scenario in any situation. Like, if I get into a car accident, but I'm still walking, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I could be like dead, or I could just have my legs cut off or something like that. So just to give an example, but just in all things, like the Bible talks about in all things give thanks, but this is the will of God concerning you. So what does gratitude do for mental health? Gratitude is known to uplift a person's mood, make them happier, reduce the risk of stress, and reduce the risk of depression. It's something about when you are getting up in the morning, grateful for your life, grateful for what you do. And even though things may not always be the way you want it to, but like you can still just find the good and the God in the situation, it definitely alters your mind and helps you and it encourages you to live better and be grateful. And essentially, we all have a reason to be thankful. You know what I mean? Like life, I always say, as long as I'm alive, I'm gonna be grateful for something. You feel me? But yeah, also we talk about mental health and gratitude. Gratitude also ties into your spiritual health and your physical health. They say that spiritual health, when you believe in something and when you have a purpose in life, you ultimately feel more fulfilled in life, which ultimately enhances your gratitude and your mental health. Physical health allows the endorphins in your body to get moving and the blood to pump to your brain to make you feel like you're your best version of yourself, which alters and affects your mental health. So this week, find something, one thing, if not all the things, one thing to be grateful for. And let me know in the comments, what are you grateful for this week? What are you grateful for today? What things may have gotten better that was worse at one point? What things may have changed? What are you starting that's new? What are you doing that's fresh? And even if you don't even have nothing but just for being alive, that is enough to be grateful for. Let me know in the comments and change that attitude with some gratitude. It's your boy Twan, man. Happy Mood Switch Monday. Peace.